Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Commanders.
Now the second-year man, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. With a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
A gain of 15. And the Commanders' first down.
On first down, here's Krosky-Merritt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the Eagles' 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
A 43-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Down the right sideline, Saquon Barkley. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the 50-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Krosky Merritt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. There he goes, left side. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 72 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Shifts by him.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken around the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking now. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Now inside the 25. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 186 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
Shoves him aside. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Take Bigsby.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Washington.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, it's Krosky Merritt. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 42 yards.
And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 43. Up the middle with Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Barkley. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Wow, 213 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Inside the 10.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Tank Bigsby.
He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
It's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got his man, it's Williams. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Complete to Washington. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
At the 29-yard line.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
from a couple of yards beyond midfield. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, Krosky Merritt.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In motion, the tight end.
They'll go again with Krosky Merritt.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quentin Johnston.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to throw again. To Allen on the dump off. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll cross over out of bounds. The 25.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Washington.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 1st down. Here's Krosky-Mary.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Up the middle, it's Krosky Merritt.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He gets it to Johnston.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he stopped immediately there.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Goes out wide, and Johnston reels it in.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, right.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. A beautiful fake.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
A run straight ahead with Krosky Merritt. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Washington.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt.
55 yards.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 5.
There's 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
That's good.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trim.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Philadelphia, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.
After signing his new contract, one of the league's best pass rushers will be getting after the quarterback in the same uniform for years to come.
Diamond shining on my grill like a flashlight. If you watching me, you wrong. Need to get your cash right. No, little boy, you wrong. You get caught, you get light. And if it's gas, catch you sleeping, you get high price to go viral for that Instagram. Car beam, take your life in an instant, man. Brown Swiss cheese, mama, whole residence. And you right here riding in the hood like the president. Need to repent, cause you bout to get dealt with. Little cousin gang. Man, he felt it. 50 guys, 50. You gon' need some help quick. Not breaking bread with your brothers, very selfish. Yeah. The game ain't the same, man. These streets ain't got no rules now. Head on a swivel, gotta watch the way you move around. Trusting all this, you done sent out your load. Now you face down on the floor. She done got you. Hope you learn that everything that glitters ain't gold. Keep it on your everyday. in the streets, working in the streets. It was said I would end up working in the streets, working in the streets.
Yo, what's up? This is Tajay of the Mighty Souls of Mischief crew. I'm chilling with my man Festo, my man A+, and my man Bo. You know he's dope. And right now, we're just maxing in the studio. We're hailing from East Oakland, California, and sometimes it gets a little hectic out there. But right now, we gonna up you on how we just chill.